maybe for the fans it wasn't as exciting game and as many chances game as against Kansas City, but that's a third game we had this week. Same for Dallas, but we were at home, so we were supposed to be a little bit fresher, which I think we were overall in the game. Couple of sloppy giveaways, in both halves, but that's normal with the third game in 7 days, and 3 tough games we have to say. And yeah, to get 6 points out of the last 2, and we played number 1 and number 2 in the table and in our conference. Those 6 points are huge. They chose a game plan to sit back and counterattack, and with us having a peak after a few minutes and scoring a goal, it kind of maybe had to change their plans, but they probably didn't have the legs, to press us and to put us under any kind of pressure at the back, So it was comfortable at the back for us and in the midfield, and we were just switching the ball from right to left, and pretty much most of the game we kept the ball in our own half or just above the halfway line. It wasn't a game like against Kansas City that we created 6-7 goal-scoring chances, but it was never going to be that type of game today. So as I said, we had to get the 3 points at home again, and that was the main goal. And whether it was in a nice or in an ugly way, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
Albert, I'm wondering, what do you think has clicked in Bofo the last 6 or 7 weeks?
I feel like he's got the belief from Mike, and he took his chances when he played. His first goal at Seattle, and from then on he kind of started every game, and he's getting in the rhythm, of playing week in, week out. It's a different role that he has now compared to maybe early on in the season when he was coming off the bench trying to make an impact. He has now a full game ahead of him, so he doesn't have to do magic in the first 10 or 15 minutes. He just has to be smart, and I think he's getting better and better every game.
When you step up to the PK, when you've missed your previous one, maybe take through the mental approach in that. Do you just completely block out the previous one, or was it kind of in your head a little?
I mean, I have to say this, though, compared to 3-4 years ago where I was, if I would have missed a PK like I did against Kansas City, or in any other way, if I would have missed a PK, it would stay on my mind for the rest of the game and for the next days and weeks coming up, and PK against Kansas City, as soon as I missed it, it was gone, It was no thinking about it, I was still playing well after missing a PK. So I have to say, my mental strength or confidence, is another level than it was 3-4 years ago. So I think that had a lot to do with converting the PK today. But yeah, the keeper tried to put me off, before the PK, and he had a few words with me, which I gave him the words back after the PK. If you talk stuff like that, then you have to be prepared to take it back, to take it as well. So. And I have to thank all my teammates, who had the confidence, and there was a few guys in around the ball today, and wanted to take it, but most of them came to me and said, it's your PK, so that's a nice birthday gift, I guess, from them.